Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Speaks volumes. You smash old wrecked cars and bugs. And that's a really, really good point. To smash something is to destroy it purposely. It's not breaking. Is smashing. I can break a dish or I can smash a dish. And there's a difference. If I break a dish, that, it was a mistake. It slipped out of my hand, it fell on the floor, whatever. But if I smash that dish, I took something and hit it, or I purposely broke it. And we are broken. And we break on purpose. We're breaking each other and ourselves on purpose. But we're going to talk about why. Thank you so much, Mahir. It's a very good high value points. We are instructed based upon the high value standards to choose a woman who have a good spiritual value standard over a woman who does not and just looks good. Exactly. Exactly. The words that we choose do have an incredible meaning. Because we're even saying body count. That is indicative of death, killing, carnage, body counts. You only talk about body counts when, let's say, there is a tragedy, somebody attacked some place or something like that, and you want to know how many people died. What was the body count? There was some accident somewhere. Oh, wow. And the body count is climbing. It could even be a natural disaster. But body count, it gives us the image of death. So every slang word and phrase that we use nowadays to describe procreation has nothing to do with anything that's positive or anything that is life-giving. It's always something negative or death. Right? So when we talk about feminism, here's where we're going to go into the body count thing. Because feminism itself devalues sex down to just the transaction and something that shouldn't be a big deal between two adults. It's not a big deal. Who I give my body to, who I enter into a situation of intimacy. This is the most intimacy that I can give someone is not a big deal. I could just do that and walk off from this person. I don't ever have to really talk to this person. I don't have to get to know this person. I don't have to vet this person. I don't even have to have a previous emotional connection to this person. Thank you so much, Rob Mack. Thank you so much. I don't even have to have good conversations with this person before me and this man get down. Before I open my womb, before I open my legs, before I open my emotions, before I open my body, my mind to this man. I don't have to have entered into any contract, any spiritual contract with this man. And that's supposed to be okay. Feminism told women that was okay, to get rid of her natural modesty, get rid of her natural inclination to not do that. And it trained her to think like they claim men think about sex. Ain't never been a man they whole life. Wa alaikum assalam, Papa Go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ain't never been a man they whole life. All of a sudden, they know what men think and how, you know what I'm saying, men viewed sex. It just appeared. It was just told to women that men have sex haphazardly. The reality of that was that men only could have sex if women said so. Thank you, Undani. They removed a woman's natural shame. Women have natural modesty. I keep stumbling over that word because I use the Arabic word for that, haya. Women have haya. Okay? Naturally. It's a natural part of her feminine nature, her femininity, to have haya. Haya is the modesty. Even some women who walk outside with everything on, what's the first thing she say when men get to staring too hard or won't take no for an answer, or, you know what I'm saying, get to really looking and trying to really see all what she got, but she's dressed provocatively? What do women call that? Women call them type of men creepy. And she will try to do whatever she gonna do to try to cover or turn around or whatever. She'll say he perving out and stuff like that. He thirsty. Exactly. He being thirsty. But she is the one that's exhibiting, putting herself on, exhibition. She's presenting herself to be gawked at. But she don't really want to be. There's something inside of her that makes her get uncomfortable with the fact that she's being gawked at. That's why you wear this. This is why Muslim women wear this. To stop that from happening. You go outside, you cover the things that men find most attractive about women, and that's almost anything. That's why we cover from head to toe. Because you can be covered from the neck down and have beautiful hair, and a man will just stare at your hair and be turned on by it. And be like, ooh, she beautiful. This is why we do this. And I'll go outside and men still and they can't see nothing. You beautiful. Hey, sister. You beautiful. Now they looking because they can't see nothing. You see what I'm saying? Men are just attracted. Heterosexual men are attracted to the female form, all of it. And feminism had women believing that it was something wrong with men, that they were attracted, yet and still we're doing everything to attract them. We're doing everything to stoke that sexual fire in men. And it's normalized to us now. We think it is something wrong with men who want to look at women, who want to talk to women. What do you think the female form do? And you know what it do when you put on the tightest dress and the crop top, and you have your hair, and then you have your perfume on, and then you have your nails done, and you walk past a group of men on purpose. And then the feminist in you, when they get to catcalling, when they get to, ooh, yes, ooh, baby, oh, you looking good. When they get to doing that, now the feminist in you don't like it. The feminist in you is upset. Because you've been told it's something wrong with the man, that you stoked his fire. Random men. Randomly, you're stoking men's sexual flame. So almost 24/7, men are turned up sexually. They're turned up sexually. And the women do nothing to desensitize that, to de-escalate that. All the time, it's push, push, pushed. You can be as sexual as you want. You can do what you want. You can wear what you want. You can flaunt the way you want. And men aren't supposed to say nothing. They're not even really supposed to look. And then when they don't look and they don't say nothing, you say Thank you, M. Twine. Say, yeah, black women always say men need to learn how to control themselves while she is wearing a super tight and fitted half naked. Right. The men are perving out for looking, but the women aren't pervs for having everything out but nipples and everything out but butt cheek and y'all. So that's not a pervert. Y'all post that stuff on Instagram 24/7. That ain't perverted. That ain't perving out. That ain't thirsty. Y'all call it a thirst trap.